Don't miss your chance to get this brand new shiny Shadow Legendary. Hello everyone, how are we? Today we are back in with more Pokemon Go event details. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss a video. I just posted a part 2 of the Halloween 2023 event in Pokemon Go, and with that part 2 event also comes the next Team Go Rocket Takeover. So without further ado, let's talk about this next Team Go Rocket Takeover and my best tips and tricks for it. Alright, so this Team Go Rocket Takeover is happening on Thursday, October 26th at 10 a.m. to Tuesday, October 31st at 8 p.m. Of course, during this time, we will see brand new debuts coming in the form of Shadow Regigigas, which Giovanni will have, and the new shiny Shadow Lugia, which I just want to say, the leaks were right. So first, let's get into Shadow Regigigas and will it be good? So as you know, Giovanni has recently had all of the Regis as shadows, and none of them have been good for the most part. So I've been stacking my Super Rocket Radars in hopes that Giovanni will hopefully have something good in the future. So Shadow Regigigas, is he good? The answer is no, probably not, because Regigigas recently got pretty good nerfed in PvP, so I don't really see that Shadow Regigigas will be much different. However, if you still want them, of course, go ahead and get them for yourself. I will personally be stacking mine and holding on to that. So again, how to stack your research real quick. You will get a brand new special research that will be something to do with the event and Giovanni. If you hold on to that research, meaning do not go past page 1, so if you claim all your stuff on page 1 and go to page 2, you already pretty much, your Super Rocket Radar is going to guarantee that Shadow Regigigas. However, if you stay on page 1, then you'll be good to hold it until something else comes, and then you can claim more of the research, and that Super Rocket Radar will be for something else. So of course, with every Team Go Rocket Takeover, the Grunts and the team leaders will also be having new Pokemon. So for the Grunts, we'll be seeing Shadow Ghastly, Shadow Rhyhorn, Shadow Barboach, Shadow Cranidos, Shadow Shieldon, Shadow Drillbur, and Shadow Litwick. So honestly, all of these Pokemon are pretty good and meta relevant in some way or another. So pretty good ones in PvP, Wishcash, Gengar, and Bastiodon are pretty good in PvP, and Gengar, Rampardos, Rhyperior, Chandelure, and Excadrill will be great in PvE as well. But besides that, let's get into more specifics. So of course, look out for Shadow Rhyhorn, as Shadow Rhyperior will be a great rock and ground type attacker. Look out for Shadow Cranidos, as Shadow Rampardos will likely have the highest DPS in the game. This is probably going to be meta changing, seriously. Look out for Shadow Drillbur, as Shadow Excadrill is likely going to be a great ground and steel type attacker. Of course, Shadow Litwick, because regular Chandelure is already a great fire and ghost type attacker, so Shadow Chandelure is going to be even better. And of course, with this event, we'll be seeing new raids. So in 1-star raids, we'll be seeing Shadow Ghastly, Shadow Grimer, which can be shiny, Shadow Mischievous, and Shadow Litwick. 3-star raids, we'll be seeing Shadow Nidorina, Shadow Nidorino, and Shadow Golbat. It's good to note that Shadow Nidoqueen is 63rd in the Ultra League, so maybe you want to look out for. And in 5-star raids, of course, we'll be seeing the Shadow Lugia, which can be shiny for the first time in Pokemon Go. However, these raids are only happening over a small amount of time, starting on Saturday, October 28th at 10 a.m., and they'll be ending Sunday, October 29th at 8 p.m. Of course, these raids are unfortunately only for local passes. You cannot use remote raids on them, which I think is really unfortunate, and I feel like just only hinders the game and hurts a lot of players too. But yeah, things to know for this Lugia raid is, of course, it is a new shiny, so it's a new Shadow Shiny to hunt. And Shadow Lugia also ranks 40th in the Master League. Unfortunately, however, the Shadow version is worse than the regular Lugia, so if you're looking for more of a PvP, just stick with the regular Lugia. But this is still a great shiny to go after. Now let's talk about some event bonuses. Of course, for these bonuses, we'll be seeing more Team Go Rocket Grunts appearing more frequently at Pokestops and Balloons. And of course, with every Team Go Rocket event, you can use a Charge TM to remove frustration off of your Pokemon. So normally a Shadow Pokemon has the move Frustration, which means it does no damage and you can't even use it in terms of battling. However, for this event and for all other Team Go Rocket events, you can use a Charge TM to remove Frustration and to get an actual move, which will make the Pokemon viable and usable in the game. You want to make sure to do this between that time period before the event ends on the 31st, because after this, using a Charge TM will not remove Frustration until the next Team Go Rocket event, which could be a couple months away. So for eggs, with 12-kilometer eggs, which you do get from defeating those Team Go Rocket leaders, we'll be seeing Pokemon like Larvitar, Sandile, Pawniard, Volibee, Dino, Pancham, and Salandit. In my opinion, 12-kilometer eggs extremely need a rehaul. I feel like these have been the same Pokemon in these eggs for so long. Still some good ones in there, but I think we're ready for a fresh start. Also, in the terms of Team Go Rocket leaders, they will be having new Pokemon as well, but we don't really know what those are yet, and we won't know until the event comes out. There'll be various field research during this event that focuses on those mysterious components. So if you complete the task, you get a mysterious component. Alright, so that looks like it for the Team Go Rocket Takeover event that's happening during the Halloween 2023 Part 2 event in Pokemon Go. Some key things to remember is that if you don't want that Shadow Regigigas, make sure to save those Super Rocket Radars. So again, make sure that you can stack them in your research. Do not go past page 1. If you go past page 1, it'll lock it in as that Shadow Regigigas. Of course, look out for more meta-relevant Shadow Pokemon, which honestly, pretty much all of these have some use in terms of PvP or PvE, so pretty much just catch anything that you can. And the key thing to remember is to remove frustration off of your Pokemon. Now is the time to get all your Pokemon that you want to remove frustration off of, and make sure to do it before this event ends on the 31st. And thank you guys so much for watching. I super appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below what you're looking forward to most during this Team Go Rocket takeover. For me, of course, it's that brand new shiny Shadow Lugia and all the other shadows as well. But again, that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much again. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.